had my share of unsuccessful relationships, and had felt like I wanted to give up on dating altogether, and definitely wanted to give up on internet dating. So that was done. New Year's Eve 2012, I had broken up with a boyfriend and was invited to Amy and Andy's house. And Andy surprisingly asked me, or told me, that there was a guy on his hockey team he wanted to introduce me to, and would I be interested? I said, yeah, absolutely. Open to meeting new people. You can give him my phone number. A month or so goes by. I don't hear from anybody, and I see Andy again at a birthday party. And I said, Andy, your hockey friend never called me. And then Andy says he's the one that dropped the ball. He forgot to pass my information along to Dave.
I had the same experience with Andy. I had been frustrated dating online, and so I decided to tell all my friends, or ask them all, if they knew any nice girls, not expecting anyone to actually have someone. And to my surprise, Andy, one day at hockey, we're in the locker room, and he says, there's a girl I want to introduce you to. And I said, great, let me have her number. And he's like, all right, I'll get it to you. So a week goes by, he doesn't get it to me. And the next week we had another hockey game, and I said, so was there something I said that made you change your mind? And he said, no, I'm so sorry, I didn't give you the number. So he gave me Beth's number. And I finally did, and then so I called her, and we had a great conversation, and set up the first date, which then that was funny too, because I was in the middle of a 10-day project that was going all day and all night. So I had to schedule our first date for 2 weeks out.
Right, so I thought this guy was a player. We had a great phone conversation, but he can't fit me into his busy dating schedule until 10 days later. Our first date was really good. We definitely did connect on a lot of levels, and a lot of funny little things too. We discovered that we both have a strong hatred of blue cheese, and anything relating to blue cheese or Roquefort dressing or anything that smells like blue cheese.
Yeah, to this day, I don't even like it when my food is in the same airspace that blue cheese is sharing. So, yeah, we had a great first date, and pretty much been inseparable since then.
Yeah. Actually drawn to the fact that you have this creative job that you love, and I love music. I'm a huge music fan. I don't have any musical talent. That was exciting to me, to meet someone and get a glimpse of that world.
Which works really well for me. So Beth invited me to a drug dinner, and I thought, oh, drugs for dinner. It's actually a pharmaceutical dinner, and it was something that Beth had been to. She'd been to many of these dinners, and in the past she was able to invite relatives and friends, but this one was doctors only. So she says, you can go with me, but you have to pretend to be a doctor. So I thought, this would be interesting. So I agreed to go. She helped me with my backstory, where I went to medical school, what my specialty was.
He couldn't wait to go. He was so excited to pretend to be a doctor.
I actually was pretty excited. So I was ready for questions. In the end, I decided to tell him that I had a small practice and I saw mostly celebrities, so I couldn't talk about it, which was great. So they left me alone. Then that ride home from that dinner was a turning point, or at least a point that propelled us, and I really started to see a big future with us.
He finally got it.
I did.
He finally got it.
A record plays, my thoughts are turning into crashing tidal waves. They carry all the buildings out to sea. It doesn't matter much to me. Oh, I'm so caught inside a beautiful commotion when chords collide. And everything is fine when there's music in the mystery. There's music when she looks at me. I hear the rhythm of the midnight rain. My heart is beating like a bullet train to the melody in my blood. Oh, voices ringing in the city streets, sirens turning into symphonies. If I'm dreaming, don't wake me up. This is the sound of falling, the sound of falling in love. 12 o'clock, the lights are glowing on the sidewalk. All the cars, a river moving down the street, and nothing looks the same to me.
I finally decided to propose to Beth, and I also wanted to definitely get your parents' blessing on this. So
Well, and that was not something that we had talked about, but that was something that I definitely had hoped that he would do.
surprisingly scary. One of the things that Beth's mom said to me on that day, she actually had some ideas about the proposal and when I should do it. So I had planned, I had asked Beth to go with me on a European cruise that I was actually working on, playing drums on. And we were very excited to do that. And we had also planned to stay in Europe an extra week and rent a little place in Paris.
Little did Dave know that I did think that he was planning to propose, and I had told my mom that I think he's gonna ask me to marry him on the cruise. And I said, actually, I don't think it's gonna happen on the cruise. I think it's going to happen when we're in Paris. And in my head, I was envisioning being on the cruise for a week and then getting to Paris and sort of this anticipation of, is he gonna ask me? When is it gonna happen? And I told my mom, I said, I hope that he doesn't wait until we go to Paris. I hope that he asks me on the cruise or sometime soon, early on the trip, so that there's not a nervous anticipation. And sure enough, that's what he did.
One of the first stops we made on the cruise was in Mykonos in Greece, and beautiful place. We rented a little scooter, a tiny little scooter, and Beth and I drove all around Mykonos and went to the far side and found a secluded beach and a little cafe. So my proposal I had worked on for weeks, and I knew exactly what I was going to say, and I practiced it, and I had it memorized, so much so that I was evidently able to deliver it in such a conversational manner that about one paragraph in, Beth starts interacting with me.
I didn't know what was happening. I thought we were just having a conversation.
That kind of blew my mind. I was very thrown off because she's going off script. I have things to say here. This is my... So I kept going, and there was a point at which I think Beth started to realize, wait a minute, this is more of a speech and not a conversation.
When he put a box on the table, I caught myself, and it sort of took my breath away. And I thought, wow, okay, this is happening. I better shut up.
Yeah, so I got through it, and then I got down on one knee and asked her. She said yes.
It's perfect. It's perfect. I couldn't have asked for it better.